I'm 24 years old and I'm $250,000 in debt.
Advice of the day: two incomes are better than one, so always make sure that your partner has two jobs.
Look at your bank statement. I promise you there are like 15 to 20 purchases that you really did not need to make.
And I promise, like, you will find people eventually that will say yes, and it will eventually save you thousands.
Welcome back. So I've been tagged in a dozen of these financial talk videos this week, and honestly, some of it actually is impressive. Some of it, well, it's optimistic. Today, we're reacting to 4 creators. They're covering the whole ecosystem: saving, investing, side hustles, and just the basic survival skills for your wallet. I want to look at this through a practical lens, not the grind 24/7 lens, and not the spend everything you have lens. Just the reality of trying to build wealth without losing your mind. We're going to break down their strategies, see what works, and maybe point out where the math needs a little reality check. Let's get into it.
I'm 24 years old and I'm $250,000 in debt. And I'm a singer and I drive a Porsche and I travel all over the world. I'm in the airport right now and I've gone to a billion different pop concerts. Like, what would Dave Ramsey think? But the thing is, it's not in a car payment. I don't have a car payment. I don't have any credit card debt. I don't have any student loans. I have a bachelor's degree in computer information systems. It's not any of that, guys. But it is an income producing asset. See? There's a difference between good debt and bad debt.
Oh, that's a lot. $250,000 in debt at 24? She's 24. That's like $10,000 worth of debt every year she's been born. A little bit more, actually. Wow. As a singer? No hate, I haven't heard you sing, but if you're $250 or $250,000 in the hole as a singer, you should probably do something else. Now, she didn't break it down. Is it mortgage debt? Because now that's understandable and good for you, right? Because 24, having your own home, you have a mortgage, but still you have your own home. She didn't break it down, but that's a lot of debt for 24. And it was only 34 seconds of video, so there's only so much you can. It looks like she's going to another venue or event because she's at the airport. It looks like, or at least flying there. So let's take a look at the comments and see what folks are saying. Risk mentioned 0 times. You own leverage real estate, but never mentioned earthquake, landslide, wildfire, flood, hurricane. Risks need to be accounted for. You know what? I mean, that could be said for life insurance, right? There's risk for living. So I don't know about all that. It just depends on, I guess, where her real estate is. Insurance, says the creator. What would Dave Ramsey think? 24 years old, $400,000 in debt in mortgage. Not worried about it because I can sell it tomorrow and I'll be debt free. Can you? It's a tough market right now. I don't know. I guess it depends on your location. Most people don't have the skills to leverage debt. I would argue lots of debt for student loans is actually good debt. I would argue, y'all know what leverage is? So it depends. Leverage, for instance, income, right? Let's say you're making $100,000 a year, but you owe $200,000. You're over leveraged on your income. Now that can be taken for assets as well. Let's say you own a home. Your home is worth, I don't know, $300,000. You owe $200,000, but you have an equity line for $70,000, right? So we got $30,000 left. You have credit card debt in $50,000. Now you're over leveraged, meaning you owe more than your asset or what you have. So that's asset and debt, and the other one was income and debt. So leverage is, think of it as a weigh scale, right? Are you on the positive or negative end? Negative leverage, it's not good. Positive leverage, you have the upper hand. Think of it that way. So let's take a look at the next video.
Advice of the day: two incomes are better than one, so always make sure that your partner has two jobs.
Oh, that was good. She's smart. She is going places. She has personality. As long as you got that, you were going places. People gonna want you. Let's take a look at the comments. No wonder I'm single. Does working overtime count as a second job? If not, I need to step it up. I love being single with 2 incomes. LMAO, I didn't see it coming either. I'll be sure to tell her your advice. My girlfriend has 3 jobs, so I can stay at home and go shopping. It's my calling in life. Good for you, man. This is why I broke up with my ex. Over text. She wasn't willing to pull both our weight. Alright, let's take a look at the next video.
The reason you don't have any money is not because you're spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on lavish things. It's because you're swiping your card on little things that are adding up. I noticed the biggest changes in my bank account when I looked at my finances at the end of the month and I saw I was spending $10 on matcha, $12 on Chipotle, $3 on lip gloss, $7 on Wetzel's pretzels at the mall. Like just stupid things that I did not need. 9 times out of 10 it was food. I do have a really bad habit of eating out. So when it comes to my spending now, if it is under $10, I'm not getting it. Obviously that's in reason. Like if I need gas, that's different. But if it's just like something quick that I'm like, oh, I'll just swipe my card, it's not gonna hurt, I'm not getting it. Because then you look back at your bank account and you're like, oh, I didn't go shopping this month, but I did spend $500 on food. Like I don't even know what else. Just stupid stuff. So if you don't know why, but you feel like you have less money than you thought, I would advise you just to take a look at your bank statement. It's the end of the month. Take a look at your bank statement. I promise you there are like 15 to 20 purchases that you really did not need to make.
Probably more. They call it death by 1,000 cuts, right? So it's the little things, but that add up or aggregate in total, in banking terms, aggregate, that'll get you. Because you're not thinking about it a daily, weekly, but if you look at monthly spend, quarterly, every 3 months, or shoot, even yearly, and just look at your previous year, on the little, as you said, knickknacks that you spend your money on, did you really need it? Did you really have to have it? So it's those things that really get you. And really the number one strategy for this is budget. Have an allocated amount for those things, so you're not depriving yourself of not having those knickknacks, but have a structure, have a limit, have a budget set aside, so when you reach that budget, let's say for the week, for the month, then you're going to practice discipline, right? You're going to hold yourself accountable so that for next month, when your budget replenishes itself, right, you're not going over budget, you can have, it's just delayed gratification. That's all it is. Delayed gratification. We're not saying be a hermit, don't do anything else, but do things within reason, within structure. Good things take time. Things that you can have immediately and right away. 9 times out of 10, she was talking about, you probably didn't even need it to begin with. So let's take a look at the comments on this one. That was literally me. Statement last month. Target, Amazon, Crumble. I didn't know it was so bad. This is so real. That daily coffee habit adds up. The economy is so bad, but I think the big part of it is us buying unnecessary items just because we like it and it's cute. You sound like me. I'm quick to, oh, it's only $7, it's fine. No, poo. Oh, it's $7, no thank you. Mindset from now on, LOL. $20 meals will add up to $5,000 at the end of the month. All right, let's take a look at the next video.
5 things that you can do as soon as you turn 18 that will set you up for financial success for the rest of your life. Number 1, get your very first credit card. So you want to start by getting a card that has no annual fee, and then just put your everyday expenses on this card. So gas, groceries, nothing crazy, and then pay that card off in full every single month so that you can work on building your credit. Number 2, replace your normal savings account with a high yield savings account. So they're basically the exact same thing, but a high yield savings account, you're able to earn interest. So you get free money for money just sitting in that bank account, and it's zero risk at all. So every single person watching this should have a high yield savings account or eventually get one when they turn 18. Number 3, automate at least one bill. So this will help improve your credit history. And then also it's just a good habit to like start implementing at a young age, because I promise as time goes on, like you'll start to get more bills and they're hard to keep up with and you might just forget paying them. And number 4, open a retirement account and start investing. And the sooner that you do this, the more money that you will have to actually retire with. And even if it's like $50 to $100 a month, it does not have to be a lot, but you will earn exponentially more if you were to start investing at age 18 compared to even like 20, 25,
Facts.
even if you were to put the exact same amount. Last but not least, number 5, start learning how to negotiate, even at a young age, like especially at a young age, because people try to take advantage of you and it's just a good skill to know. So anytime that the opportunity arises, ask for a lower price. Say that you can afford it. Like bluff if you fucking have to, because the worst that they can say is no. And I promise like you will find people eventually that will say yes, and it will eventually save you thousands. So yeah, those are 5 of the things that I wish I knew before turning 18. I hope that this video helps. Save it to come back to, but if you want to learn more and become more financially literate, I have a free beginner-friendly finance guide at the top of my page, along with like all of my money tools and resources that I use and recommend. So yeah, go check it all out. Bye.
Well, so I'll tell you, I'll touch on her last point too. The best negotiators are, and you probably have them in your family now, your kids. Because I tell you, when it comes time to bedtime, we put our kids to bed early, probably like 8:30, sometimes 8 o'clock. But they will negotiate, Daddy, could we just do 8:05 or 8:35? Well, we were watching a show, but all these commercials, if we took those commercials out, it just wasted our time. I didn't want to watch the commercials. The things my kids come up with in order to kind of get what they want is just, wow, that is pretty good. And if they want something, let's say a snack or some dessert item, or especially these toys, oh my goodness. And they have a whole mountain full in their room, right? But they're pretty good. They talk me into it. Not every time, but they do talk me into it. So if you got nieces, nephews, Christmas, holidays coming, or their birthday, watch. Those are usually the good negotiators. I don't know what it is, but when we get older, it kind of fades away. You can follow the rules and you become more structured and you lose that negotiating tactic. But just notice, if you're in a family function or you're just even out and just people with kids, watch how those kids negotiate and get what they want from their parents or guardian, whoever's watching them. But let's take a look at the comments. I added my kids as an authorized user. When my oldest turned 18, she had a 720 credit score and approved her for her own card. They have to pay it off slowly before the date so it builds credit faster. Me turning 19, I haven't done this. You have to pay taxes on a high yield savings account. Nobody talks about that. Always do y'all's own research. The one thing about high yield savings account, if you're 18, 19, if you're living with your parents, or it depends on your situation, right? If you are able to legitimately set aside a good amount, in my opinion, probably, I don't know, $500 a month. For me, that's pretty good. Consistently not taking it out makes sense to have a high yield savings account. But if you're barely scraping by, you're probably not even thinking of another account other than cashing your check and going paycheck to pay bills, pay rent, pay everything else, right? Because at that age, you're just entering adulthood, right? You're probably getting kicked out, you're probably a college student, you're probably in a dorm, whatever it is. Or you don't go to college, you go to trade school, but you're on your own, is my point. I don't think you should worry about a high yield savings account. Maybe just have an account to cash your check. Or just, you could have a savings, maybe do an automatic transfer every time you get paid, right? $10, $25, but depending on your situation, I'm just looking back at my situation. When I was that age, I didn't have that much to have a high yield savings account. When I think of high yield savings account, I'm thinking of thousands of dollars I can set aside. I didn't have that. I maybe had $25 at the end of the month. It's just keeping it real. So with that said, it depends. For people nowadays, 18, 19s, they're hustlers. So some of them are doing it. Then if that is the case, go for it. But this interest, and taxes aren't going to eat up the entire interest that you earn. It's going to take a portion. But people make it seem like it's going to eat up the entire interest. No, that's not the case. I got declined a credit card because I don't have any credit. Please help. So, looking at all four of these creators, we've got the aggressive saving, the discipline to stop spending, the drive to earn more, and the system to manage it all. Honestly, if you combine these four women into one financial plan, you'd be unstoppable. The delivery is different, it's faster, it's trendier, but the principles are the same as they were 50 years ago. Spend less than what you earn. Invest the difference. Don't buy stupid stuff. I'm curious though, which of these strategies feel the most realistic to you? Are you on the team side hustle or team budget hard? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to see me react to any of these other financial trends, drop a link. Hopefully we can all retire before we're 80. Remember, make smart moves, not just loud ones. I'll see you in the next one.